All right, got us on record. So guys, I know you're nice and warm, but I'm just going to take you through 3 movements to get your shoulders and wrists ready. So pop on your mats for me. We're going to do 45 seconds in each movement. And the first one is very simply on your yoga mat. I want you to do the first round on your tippy toes. So you're going to just bear crawl nice and slowly up to the top of your mat. And then you're going to walk back. As you do this, guys, I want you to think about really pushing through the shoulders and getting a big shrug, shoulders to ears. So I'll get my timer on. When you guys are eager to go, off we go for 45 seconds. So T, you're doing a bear crawl here, so hands and feet walk together. So think about walking forward up your mat. Bend your knees if you need to come onto your toes and walk your hands and feet forward. And then back again.
Debbie, you have school.
Another 15 seconds, guys. Maybe you can get up and down one more time. Jackie's cat is joining in.
He's obsessed with Zoom. Every time I go on Zoom, he comes in. I don't know what his problem is.
Lovely, guys. And relax for me. So if you have a little bit of wall space, I'm going to show you back here. So I'm just going to stand next to the wall, take my feet out about a foot and really press my lower back into the wall. So get a nice compression and taking the arch out of your back. From here, guys, I'm going to take my hands into this cactus position and see if you can get your forearm flat on the wall. It's hard to do so with your low back press at the wall as well. And then I'm going to reach my shoulders up to my ears, big shrug. Now, when I get up here, my arms have come completely off the wall. That's okay. Just fight to keep them back as much as you can. And then back to my cactus and up and back down again. I'm going to go for 45 seconds. The key thing here, guys, is we're keeping that low back pressed firmly into the wall and not arching so there's any space. When you're ready, guys, off you go. Lovely, T. So again, you're fighting to keep your forearms against the wall, but almost for everybody, they are going to come forward slightly. Just keep the idea of pushing them back as much as you can. 30 seconds. You can step the feet forward as much as you need to help you round the lower back and bend your knees. Very nice. One more, Carly. When you get to the top, see if you can come shoulders to ears, even if they're out in front a little bit. 3, 2, 1. Guys, lovely stuff. Come down onto your mat for me. And we're just going to go 45 seconds of forward wrist rocks. So push the ground away, turn your elbows back, and off we go. 45 seconds, just leaning into that position. Nice slow rocks. $15 seconds. And we're going to do those 3 movements again. So 45 seconds of our bear crawl, then back to our angel arms on the wall. And we'll do another variation of wrist rocks then. 3, 2, 1. Lovely stuff, guys. So from here, just push right back up into that bear crawl. And this time I'm going to ask you if you can get your heels closer to the ground. So you got a little bit of hamstring in here as well. Keeping your hands and feet as close together as possible. Walking up and down that yoga mat. Off we go. Nice, Jackie. Very nice, T. Good, Carly. So if you do want to get your hands and feet closer, you can bend your knees a little bit. So think of getting your hips up to a high point, as high as you can. No matter what here, you will get warm in those shoulders. 15 more seconds, guys. You've got one more. Yep, it's tough. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to find our spot on the wall again. So starting with our arms here in our cactus, and then really reaching up, guys. See if you can shrug as much as you can here at the top, and then back down to your cactus, finding that low back pressed into the wall, and off we go. So take your awareness into this part of your back. Let me go a little bit higher. Just make sure it's rounded as much as you can, so it's flat against the wall and you've no arch. Very nice. Good, you will feel the burn, guys, in those upper back muscles. Breathe your way through it. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lovely, that's the hard part over for the warm up. Back onto your hands and knees, guys. We'll take our fingers facing back this time. And we'll just do 45 seconds of gentle backward rocks. Off we go. Lovely, 10 more seconds. Very nice. And just sit back, clasp the wrists together and roll them out, guys. Lovely work. So just one more little mobility work for our shoulders, and then we'll get into our handstands. As you rock your wrists out there, guys, I'm just going to show you. So I'm going to lie on my front. I'm going to take my hands to my low back with my forehead on the floor. I'm going to raise my elbows as high as I can, so really pinching my shoulder blades. And then from here, extend my elbows and swim my arms all the way up to a overhead position, reaching my hands as far forward as possible, and then bringing them back into that position, high elbows, and then release. And I'll go again, pull my elbows high, extend my wrists, circle them all the way forward. And when you come to that overhead position, I want you to imagine keeping them as high as possible, but also reaching as if someone has your wrist and is pulling it forward. So big shrug, big reach in that overhead position. So 45 seconds of this one, guys. Lying on your tummy, take your hands to your low back. You're going to start with your elbows relaxed and then lift them as high as you can. Good, then extend the elbows and swim those arms forward, keeping an emphasis on as high as you can keep those hands off the floor. Your forehead remains down. And when you get to that overhead position, think about squeezing your ears with your shoulders and reaching your hands. It's hard to find space. I know I was banging off curtains and walls as well. Lovely, Jackie. I'll give you guys an extra few minutes here. Make sure you get at least 3 reps in. Good, T. T, reach at the top. Imagine someone has your wrists and they're pulling you forward. And then back again and fight for that position. Try to get the hands off the floor. Lovely, Carly. Yes, very nice. So you're working your shoulder extension and flexion here. Really good one, guys, if you've tight shoulders. Active mobility. So let's go for one more, everybody. Lovely, and rest, guys. So as you take a little break there, I'm just going to demo our next one. We're going to get right into our handstand kick-ups. I'm going to pop the clock on for 60 seconds. And I'm going to give you two options here for just kicking up to the wall. If you get to handstand, that's great. If not, just keep working for the 60 seconds. So we're going to start with the hands on the floor in your nice lunge. I'm just looking for little lift-offs here. Most importantly, guys, what I'm thinking of with my hands on the floor is pushing away. So I'm not relaxing those shoulders. I want to really shrug as high as I can. That active shoulder position is going to help to take you vertical. So once again, I'm pushing and just little lift-offs here. And then if I get up to handstand, I'll just come back down again. So 60 seconds of work. If that one's not working for you guys, I want you to turn around so your chest is facing the wall in that same position, and you're just going to jump your hips up to the wall. Jump the feet up and back down again. Jump up and down. All the time. Big focus from everybody. This position. All right. Whew, that's tough. 60 seconds is going to get that heart rate going. So 10 seconds, guys. Get yourself ready. Don't forget to breathe in this exercise. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Nice, Jackie. Good, Carly. Really good push to the shoulders, Carly. Good, and think of jumping the feet. Very nice. Good, Donal. And remember the aim. Very nice, Teresa. So T, I want you to focus as well on really pushing through those shoulders. Good, guys. 30 seconds in. Lovely, T. I know it's tough, guys, but just keep moving. No expectations here. Just the main focus is pressing through those shoulders. Got 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and relax. Lovely, guys. I'll give you a little rest after that. It's tough, Jackie. Yeah, circle the wrists out for me. Get your breath back under control. So we're going to do a little bit of shoulder endurance work next. It's going to be 4 sets of 20 to 30 second hold in your handstand. And again, I have 2 variations here, so something for everyone. If you have your kick up to handstand, guys, you can go ahead, kick your feet up to the wall and see if you can get 20 to 30 seconds before you come down. And your big focus here, guys, is this position. All right, I really want you to push that floor away and big shrug through your shoulders. And then the other one, guys, is your chest to wall. Not quite an L. I'm going to demo this one for you, but a long hollow hold. So if you start in your downward dog position, that's a good distance. Take 1 step up and then just push your shoulders as high as you can. Push your chest through and you'll be holding here for 20 to 30 seconds. All right, so it's just about endurance work here, building the strength in your shoulders and keeping those shoulders active. Okay. You have 1 minute rest in between each set. So lots of time to recover. All right, guys, when you're ready, I'll let you set up. Donald's gone already. All right, guys, we'll go in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Donald, I'll give you your count. Good, T. Walk those feet up, T, and try and get your chest towards the wall. Really good shape. Well done. Super, Carly. Big shrug, guys. That's 15 seconds. Donald, you're at about 25. "20 seconds. Well done, T. Nearly there. And 3, 2, 1. That's your 30 seconds, guys. Down you pop. You have a full minute rest here, and you will need it. So in between your sets, whatever you need to do, if you want to stretch your forearms, if you want to come into a puppy stretch or a child's pose, or if you just want to sit there, absolutely fine. Take some nice deep breaths. Got 3 more of those to go. Very nice. Donal is gearing up for the next one. Looks like he's going into the ring. So look, you still have a full 30 seconds, guys. So take that time, you will need it. Great work. If it's a little bit too much on your wrist, guys, if you haven't been doing too many handstands lately, just bring that time back even to 15 seconds. I'll give you the count. So guys, we're getting ready to go again. Off we go. Okay, 30 seconds is starting. Lovely, Jackie. Big shrug and just feel the tension throughout your whole body. So bring your big toes together. Bring your ankle bone together. Squeeze your kneecaps. Squeeze your quads. Squeeze your glutes. We're past our 15-second mark, guys. Well done. That's 20 seconds. Super work. 25 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Fantastic, guys. Down you come. You have your full minute here again. Whoo. 2 done, 2 to go.
Jane, should I be trying to do that L shape when I'm up there, or?
No, I want you in the long hollow.
Okay.
So what you're doing is perfect, T. So if you can, I don't know, T, if you can even point your foot so the back of your foot is on the wall, and then think of reaching that foot up as high as you can. So really push, push, push. Lovely, Jackie. Nice resting pose. And get that breath under control. Nice little wrist stretch as well, guys. It's just to do some wrist flexion here, the opposite of your extension in the handstand. Okay, guys, we're getting ready again for round 3. Get yourself set up on the wall. Off we go. Lovely, that 30 seconds is on. Really good. Again, so let's do a little body check from our big toes together, ankle bones together, squeeze your kneecaps, squeeze your quads, squeeze your glutes, and most importantly, guys, be as tall as you possibly can. Try and slide those heels or feet a little bit higher on the wall, maybe a centimeter more. Good, guys. And you've got 3, 2, 1, down you come. Excellent. Woo, well done. So it sounds easy, 20 to 30 seconds, but you know yourselves, it certainly is not.
So if you're feeling it on your lower back, should you just...
So what's happening, T, is if the low back, if you just have a quick look at me, even though it doesn't look like it, your tummy might be kind of sagging in. So I want you to think about picking your hips up away from the wall.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So rather than having it here, pick your hips up, because I can even feel it there when I let my tummy go towards the wall. It compresses my low back. So just move your hips away. And if you're in a little pike, that's fine. But just take the pressure off the low back.
That happens to me unless I move closer to the wall, and then it takes that pain away.
Yeah, perfect, Carly. And again, even if you're moving closer to the wall is good, but it's just a case of not engaging. So if you're in this position, so really think of crunching. That hollow position will support your low back. If you let your abs lengthen, you can see the pressure here on my low back. So crunch the core and keep that low back nice and supported. All right, ladies and gents, our last one. In 10 seconds, get yourselves up on the wall. And off we go. Lovely. So let's focus on hollowing our abs this time, guys. And T, if you want to walk the hands a bit closer, that might help. Good. Now lift your hips up over your shoulders, T. There you go. Big press through the shoulders. Good, T. Try and crunch those abs for me. 10 seconds, everyone. 3, 2, 1, and down you come. Whoo! Well done. Really good work. Ladies, just let me know, how was that on the lower back? Was it any better? A little bit better. Okay. I'm going to give you guys about 2 minutes rest here. We're finishing off today just with a little bit of positional work and some handstand shape work. So the hard bit is over. All right, just make sure you guys can see me. So we all know this, and it's actually good we're doing this after that hollow position, so important in our handstand. So I'm going to get you guys laying flat on your mat, coming into a nice long hollow position. So the most important thing here is my low back is flat with the floor. If this is difficult, guys, you can bring your hands down and you can bring your knees up. And I'm keeping my low back nice and flat. So we're going to do this one for 30 seconds. Then we're going to come into our crow pose, our frog pose, which we did last week. And I actually have a little bit of an easier variation. So hands are placed down just like you would in a handstand. Lifting your hips. You're going to walk your feet in, and you can just take your knees even to the outside of your elbows, squeeze them really tight, and lean forward and see if you can pick up those toes. Okay, so the difference this week is that my knee placement is just on the outside of my arm. Last week I was asking you to take it onto your tricep. All right, so if I show you this way, knees are going to come to the outside of my elbows, squeeze really tight, and I'm just going to tilt forward and see if I can get those toes off. Okay, and then your last one will be on your tummy this time. I think we all know this one, your body tightener, where you're going to press your armpits down, pull your rib cage up off the floor, and squeeze your hips into the floor. So nice body tightener for 30 seconds. It's like a reverse hollow. So it's like you're trying to hollow, but with your tummy on the floor. Whew, the demos are hard. So I'll talk you through them, guys. We'll start with our hollow. So you can do extended hollow here, guys, with arms and legs overhead, or you can take your hands down or bend your knees. If everybody is ready, 3, 2, 1, off we go. 30 seconds. Lovely. So Carly and Teresa, it's this active core that you want in your handstand. So you can see your lower spine isn't crunching, it's staying nice and open. 10 seconds, guys, really good work. Three, 2, 1, and relax. So the next one is a little bit of fun. I'm going to give you guys about 90 seconds just to have an attempt. I'll do it with you guys. So coming into a tuck position, pop your hands down where you would for a handstand. Lift the hips in the air and just walk your knees up so that they're on the outside of your elbows or your triceps. Squeeze your arms with your knees as tight as you can, and then just simply tilt, lean the head forward until your toes almost naturally come off the floor. So it's a very slow, subtle movement. Nice, Carly. Big emphasis on squeezing those knees. Really good, Carly. Come on, T. Good, T. Don't jump. Lean. Super, Teresa. And once you find that balance, guys, count maybe to 10 or 15. Get your cushion there to save your head, Jackie. Good. And that's good, really good balance work, guys. Give you another 15 seconds if you want to try it again. Woo, T, love it. She's got her landing mat for today. Nice, Carly. And the key here, guys, is not to jump, but just very gently lean into the balance. So you don't want to jump and shock that body. Yes, Teresa, that is super. Look at her go. Woo. All right.
Is it okay? Oh, I didn't see it. Is it okay if your head is touching the pillow?
It shouldn't be, Jackie. You can have it there in case you go too far. But the idea is that you're just balancing on your hands. All right, guys, so we're going to come flat on our tummies. We'll come back to that again, Teresa. She's getting good at it now. She likes this one. And I'll talk you through this one, guys. So lie flat on your tummy. This is a really active body tightener position. You're thinking about pressing your armpits down, pulling your rib cage up to meet your spine, and squeezing your hips under. So squeezing your hip bones down. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Super, Carly. I can tell by the shape in your back. That's perfect. Knees and feet are together, guys, and the tops of your foot are pressed firmly in the ground as well. We've got 20 more seconds. Jackie, can you pull your rib cage higher for me? Up in to meet your spine. There you go. Lovely. Just trying to round out that back. 10 more seconds, guys. Squeeze, squeeze everything. Think about that hollow shape. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. So a couple of seconds rest. We're going to roll onto our back and do our hollow position again. They are tough work. Well done, guys. You got 15 seconds. We're going into our hollow for 30 seconds. And then we have a little bit of fun time in our crow pose, our frog pose again. And off we go into our hollow. 30 seconds. Lovely position T. Really good rounding in the low back. Very nice, Carly and Jackie and Donal. I'm just not giving you any feedback because I can't see you. There we go. You're alive anyway. I can see the toes are kicking. 10 seconds, guys. Three, 2, 1, and relax. Fantastic. All right, do you have a little bit of fun time again? We'll go for 2 minutes this time. So into that pose, crow pose again. And if I just give you that little demo, guys, one more time to show you how slowly, how subtly you move. So once I get to here, I'm going to pinch my arms with my hands, and then ever so slowly, I'm leaning, and then I might even point my toes and then very slowly pick them up. So I don't want to do any jumping, because when you jump, it's going to put too much force and cause you to fall forward onto your head. So the idea is not really to take that. You can see my head doesn't really move too low to the floor. Okay. Very nice. Off we go. So I don't want you to think about taking your head onto that cushion. It's only there for an emergency bailout. Very nice, Carly. So even slower into that lift, Carly. And this is a fun one. Like the more you practice, the better you'll get at it. Donald, how are you doing with it? He's pointing to his hips.
I'm cramping in at the top of my limbs.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, in there.
Overtraining.
Yeah.
Or is this an excuse because Teresa's better at this one than you?
I think you might be right, Jane. Can't stand it.
My right wrist that gives me trouble on these things.
So you think you're taking your whole body weight onto your hands, and it's actually even tougher than a handstand because you're so compact, Carly.
Yeah.
So again, just be mindful when you're doing a lot of wrist work and it's been a while, just decrease the volume a little. Jackie is done. All right, guys, so just this is our last movement today, so you can just practice. We'll just do a little bit of wrist care when you guys are all finished up. So this one is one of my favorites, guys. If you come onto the floor, I'm going to turn the back of my hand onto the floor. I'm going to pin my wrist down, get my knee right into the crevice of my wrist here, and then I'm going to lean back. So it's almost like I'm pulling my wrist out of my hand, and I might even do a couple of elbow rotations. So it's a little wrist extraction exercise, creating space in that wrist. Okay, so I'll show you closer. So get that wrist on the floor, take your knee right into it, and then think of pulling your shoulder to pull your wrist out of your hand. Lovely. And then you can even do some elbow rotations, like so. Very nice. And lean back. Create lots of lovely space in that wrist. Very nice. And switch hands. Good work today, guys. It was a tough handstand class. We spent a lot of time upside down or on our wrists. Very nice, T. And if you lean back, T, so just sit back with your hips. Lovely. And keep pulling that shoulder up. Very nice. And then when you're done, guys, even just to give yourself a little massage there, squeeze your forearms, squeeze your wrist with your hands. Can be nice. Lovely stuff. And that's us, guys. That's a wrap for today.